Abo meka pere akokaluzi.
They are stupid. Because my polytechnic was built before they came here. When I invited, other than 2017 CC, where we came from with a counter declaration, they saw my university here. And the first thing you call Akara Grade. Now Akara Grade comply with the chief of staff suggestion, go for drug test. If he's free, I will answer him.
He have also said he's waiting to be the number one to take the test. But one of the major things that he accused you of demanding over $2 million from the government to run your polytechnic. And you have a Sierra Leone.
That was those stupid people talking nonsense. Do I have a demand? I deserve assistance. Who told we are the Nigeria? Who told we are? Who help we are? Do I have a bear? Let me tell you something. About 2 months ago, they were coming to my house, 9:30 in the night to surprise me with $2 million. And I was informed.
Bamboo is on his own. We are going to support a young man, a vibrant character, a developmental, who is doing 35-bedroom medical center here, Obaso University. He's from Saint-Louis. He's a geologist. He got a master. He is into so many development in District 4. So we will support that man on our ticket. If one knew that he would go to CDC, he got no right to come to our party to be
I know the Liberal Society is a talking society. We always on the radio, and part of it also, what the Bible says, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. People, I'm sure some of the people, they were gainfully employed, they were going to duties, they would reduce the number of time on the internet, on the radio. But let me tell you, Henry, when we gave our concession speech, we promised to work with the government. We promised to support the government. And unlike the other people, I said that, and I said it with all my heart, that we were going to support the government, knowing very well that we live in this society, we're part of the society. I wasn't going to wait after 1 year to begin to jump down on the government. We had to give them time. Unlike the other people, we did that. We wanted to make sure that they know that we were there, that we were listening, and we were watching. And a lot of people wanted us to talk, but we couldn't talk at the time. And besides that, I am not the type to always be on the radio where you see who coming from and who is calling. And I am a person, I observe, I take time, because when I talk, people listen. So I don't just go around talking because people want me to talk. I talk on critical issues and I choose the time to talk. Other people may want to talk because, there are some people who talk because they want to be heard.
So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. Mm-hmm. I'm buying paper. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017.
Those days, all of the people were brought here. Richard Gio, Chapo,
I was asked to replace, hoping that they could follow this. There was a bill at the legislature called an Afatu bill. That bill would definitely benefit our motorcyclists, our tricycles, riders, and the issue of transportation. We were able to support the free education bill. We are the ones at the legislature that is demanding national that government takes responsibility to take care of students who parents cannot afford. But this one, will not just be limited to
if I tell you things I did in Bagan before you were born, you will feel discouraged. We were the one that's digging chicken here, but today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you people fairy tale story that you'll go home and do something. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during the youthful days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position,
profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey.
The government said they came to rescue Obale, they came to kill us slowly. There's some of we had 10 children, no husband, to even help us to sustain our children. That on the side what we're sending, that Susu can help us to pay our rent, to pay our children's school fee. But the government, people come here around, they tell us that we should leave the sidewalk. And once at the seven area, they sort of be careful with. The water, the poo water running from China, Benny. They're not putting effort to clear the poo.
And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Boaka, Joseph Boaka, I said Joseph Boaka. And I'm always talking to the senator and representatives that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother. We call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for herself. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She running, she know how to have. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay us. We'll go and sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on your way government, are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of your way? Please, our senator, you can fall back.
Okay. Williams, it's good to have you on Spoon TV. The donation, medical supplies, the senators have been in the county for about 4 days. Ending this entire process with it.
I'm very happy because your very Spoon FM used to say a whole lot of things about the past government. You said a whole lot of things. And our expectation was wow. But now since the government have taken over, we have not seen anything. And the ex-government, they proving to us that they still love the country, they still continue with their love. That you're the one used to castigate, you used to say a whole lot of things. So I'm very happy for you to be on the ground, for me to talk with you because I really wanted to express my feeling to Spoon FM. And y'all are in a problem. The administration is not young because people say a whole lot of things. So they have 100 years experience, they could do better things. But since they keep
Joseph Boaka, I said Joseph Boaka. And I'm always talking to the senator and representatives that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother. We call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. Paulina play with us. And Paulina play with us. She will get it wrong for herself. She will get it wrong. Paulina, the small child. She running, she know how to have. She baby. If you want to take off anywhere, pay us. We'll go and sit down. But you can't come and tell all people that we're on your way government. Are we not Liberian? Are we not Liberian? That you taking bread from our table, taking food from our mouth because of your way? Please, our senator, you can fall back. Our senator in the house, you have been talk for us. Nobody can you say you are going to talk for the women. That what Paulina is doing to us. She's taking prayer from our mom. We will be marching at that group. We all will be going to the mansion in black. We will walk to the mansion and we'll point tire. And they will kill all the way they came for it in your that they kill us. Because they want the king for the kill. They say they came to rescue. But they never came to rescue or they came to kill us. We will march to the marshal, everybody going to wear black. Everybody that wear the minister of state that they put down, saying they will wear black. We'll go to the marshal, we'll put tire, we'll point it, we'll walk to the marshal. They're liar, the information director, the information minister is a black liar. The people came to steal. He came outside when he saw us. He stood up, he said, your votes are coming to Paulina, coming back. He never came back. He just left on the only thing they did, they called the police are shopping us all over the place. So if they will kill us, they must be ready to kill us on Monday. We are Liberian. We work and we
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Boaka, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, good everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding it and you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said, he said, when you run for one term, he said, I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest. Find somebody.
The government said they came to rescue our land, they came to kill us slowly. There's some of us, we have 10 children, no husband, to even help us to sustain our children. That on the sound of sending, that Susu can help us to pay our rent and to pay our children's school fee. But the government, people come here and they tell us that we should leave the sidewalk. And once of the seven area, they sort of be careful with. They want us, they poo water running from China, baby. They don't put the effort to clear the poo. Yeah, they are central bay. All in the car road, the necklace, they're not in the crack on the car road. They're all the ferret necklace, they can occupy the car road. The government see that one. But with the innocent people, why we know our job facility, our children out of high school in college, and the business between us in our children. Just a bag kilo care and they kilo rescue. Why they say we should fight for our children future? They don't want our children future. They give to damage our children future. If they know the citizen and they don't want riot, police or soya, nobody can stop us. Because now where we get our daily bread from? None of my brown men, they're not supporting children with their mother, with their husband, with their everything. There's some of us will not educated at the business party. So when they temper around us, they will move. Some of us will not afford a weapon. We're going to medicine man. Because when you come into our market, we'll blind your eye. We will cripple you. Papa signal will whistle on you. Because we fell out with that no say in the country. Yeah? Don't say I can rescue them, one kill or slaughter. I can't do that. So security, they keep my police, they keep my around with seller police, they keep my get all awareness. For now on to the 7, they will see you on the street. That's it, but you don't get nobody job facility. And they're on the street. That people from the federal office they can come by our son. I want people making it. Yeah? And that blessing will not be looking in market. Now along the street, and I'm market or say going in a general market. Say la blower for. He make nine, he didn't make, but he didn't say that.
This is how let's bring this on down and say we have the cash giveaway. Today is Thursday, and of course you have a chance to win 20,000. You have a chance to win $10,000, and of course you have a chance to win $50,000 on this Thursday. And the good thing about it, you are also entering into the draw for the 2-bedroom house in Marshall City. So yes, it is a chance. It is an opportunity to be right there among those that will spend less than. I mean, technically, you spend less than 5,000, and then you own a house, $11, or you spend maybe 10,000, and then at the close of the tell Wasman, they tell you that, oh, you're the winner. You're the winner of the 3-bedroom house. Right? Or at the close of the tell Wasman, they tell you, say, after spending just $800 on the show one morning with Abu and Hagar, you are the winner, the lucky winner of the 3-bedroom house. You say, oh, my chilling now. She get a car. Oh, my chilling. Yeah. No, son. So you too can be the same. And that's why every time we come here, we encourage you, look, take advantage. The thing other people doing, they winning, they getting it. You too can do the same, and you too can be a part of the winners. And this morning, before all the grand prizes, all the house and the iPhones and all of that, you still have a chance. Just as on yesterday, others were walking away with 20,000 in their phones and spending it however way they want to, and nobody was questioning them. Nobody asked them to say, oh, how you spend the money like they, yeah, you know, easy. When you see people walking with charger, every money will know, you know, easy. Yeah, that is rescue. That is rescue with inside. Who can say we inside? Okay, Kalasco. Say yeah, we inside. Then if you can say we getting there, they are not getting there. Pa. They blew up Waka taking also. We inside. Everybody now they get two charger, three charger, pulling their phone, passing around. As soon as somebody come visit you, the first thing they didn't even have for anything over. Let me plug my phone, man. You gave me out for the family, you get out of nothing. The first thing, buy your get current. That the new code in the country now, because the government has been so very useless with electricity, and everybody just used to, yes, the playing tic-tac-toe our current being burning our houses, burning our appliances. No justice for the poor. You suffer, you work 12 months of the year, you save, you buy someone, lay flash screen, pulling your hog, Bakal LEC can and destroy a boy. Nobody telling you anything, you go back to square one. This is the country we have now. You suffer, you buy, yeah, you coming up small, you go plug it somewhere, LEC enter inside, check out the whole thing. You start from square one. But anyway, let's see. Hagar has just joined. Hagar, good morning. Welcome. The charger building, now you are talking to Aja. I just say so.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning. And frankly, I'm a proud part of the Charger Tutor Association. Yeah, because the fact is, electricity has become scarce. Imagine current will come in your community for like 30 minutes or an hour. Yeah. And the second thing is, yesterday the guys who call themselves the how they call them
power theft?
The power theft guys were in my community, and when they came, I was sleeping, but then when I woke up, I heard that they were in the community and they came to the place. They were lucky, they are happy with it, so they had to check and other things. So my issue was, we that are taking the legal current, who paying for it, we're not getting the advice. Why the hell you bringing yourself among people in the community? And at least if you want to come and do your power theft, that current be on, you can't behind it. It will send more signal, but we get some of us, we've not even seen current. What day you go current, like it went last night around 12. It came this morning when I was leaving in church. If I really leave from here to go back home, it will be off. So the whole thing has become useless. LEC now, LEC that should be a money generating agency, revenue generating agency, is useless under a useless black eye. But this is where we are. And the square
me, I ain't even let to put my boy inside because my own LEC experience right now, it's terrible. So I can't get anything. I can't put nothing on.
Wow.
I mean,
is it that the current is low or
very low? The community I moved in, they said they have one phase there. I'm trying to reach out to some LEC friends to see what we can do together to make the situation better. Trying to liaise with the folks in the community also to see, because it's crazy. I can't pull even the fan that I try to maneuver. AC power like X on AC Benny right now.
AC S-box,
S-box, X.
Nothing, but for at least the charging phone and the TV.
You watching your game before you look, the thinking, help me, man.
So it's sometimes even better to watch a game on the phone.
How you watching the phone? The phone don't get covered. Broadcast sport the country.
I know what we are. Our country, the president doing listen to you is to be dismissing people around for no reason. And yes, with that and this and other issues, the body of the late Senator Prince Johnson arrived in Nimba last night. Yesterday I should say. Abu, the issue of deception that left from us rather, you saw men Samuel Koga and other people writing similar thing. Welcome the body of the remains of the former senator. But since we have decided to pay respect to his honor, we will want to keep it like this for now to tomorrow, and then Monday after his burial on Saturday, we can begin all of the hard talks, coupled with Bwakai trying now to handpick his own election commissioner to be able to run us into the by-election. All of these things should be sending a wrong signal. People say these things before, but Abu, I think you remember I told you this before. about how there were plans to bring in somebody who could sit at the helm of the election house to give it the way Baka wanted, he and his group wanted. So Baka could now wait for the 2029 elections. He want to start from the very first by election that his administration is about to inherit. So the by election now, Baka is wanting to bring in his own person or his own election commissioner. Then yes, he can start to get what he wants from here until 2029.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is where we are. But we'll talk more about all of these things, and we will have the political time to talk about these things.
On yesterday, the government, after 1 year, launched its agenda, say arrest agenda. I'm told 24 pages.
They get something like ARD or something like that.
Yeah, whatever it is, at the end of the day, like arrest.
I got issue with Wakai and the way he's even responding to the death of the man who made him president. Abu, you cannot have a situation where the people of Nimba are mourning. Just few days after the death of the late senator, we saw Baka celebrating his birthday in an extravaganza way, extravagant way. All of these things. Now that even the people of Nimba are taking their father, their son, their whatever you call him, to the county for burial, Baka is not even showing any sign of respect.
Maybe the Prince Johnson death. I don't like to
it
say
could be
these
a
things.
relief to how to call him to Baka, because all along during the time of the late senator, all of what we were hearing is that Baka feels uncomfortable being around Senator Johnson, and that's why you saw many times he refused to answer the man who made him president. He refused to answer his call since the election. And you listen to the recording when Prince Johnson said late when he said he made all efforts to get to Buakai, and Buakai wasn't responding to his call. So Buakai see day of the finals of the National Country Sports Meet. So yes, all that you have to do is to just play the cash giveaway right here. So we could now we can take this. So yes, so just for $200 you could be owning a house, 2 bedrooms apartment. We're talking about. So star 799 hash. Star 799 star 70 hash. So yes, we want 5 more persons. Let me see whether 5 more persons. And we want to take that very quick. Crime Stoppers is probably associated with the Freedom Money Ras.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands. For the right authority, really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must target. I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see don't keep it. I'm a part to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Sign.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia, proudly associated with the Freedom Money Ras.
Do you want the professionals to fix your car, or do you need an original spare parts for your vehicle? Well, worry no more. Macabre Garage and Spare Parts on the bypass opposite Orange Head Office is that place. At Macabre, we provide the following services: mechanical, technical work, computer diagnosis and scanning, key duplication and programming, air conditioning, alarm system, and body wagon spray. We also sell genuine and generic spare parts for Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz, Suzuki, Chevrolet Tahoe, Nissan and Mazda, and most American cars. The good news is that Macabre has its head garage in the Bronx, New York, the USA, where we have a huge stockpile of full synthetic mobile oil that is very good for your vehicles. Some of these oils, when used, can service your vehicle by itself for up to 4 to 6 months. We have gas treatment and fuel injector cleaner, original from the USA. We can get you any spare part for your car in Liberia from America in 4 working days, even if we are not the one working on your car. We also order spare parts for other garages in Liberia. We have a tow truck service. Get in touch with us. Just call 0778-324-567, 0778-320-366, or 0778-324-566. Macabre Garage and Spare Parts, Liberia's #1.
Okay, so now we are ready to begin the conversations. The fireworks are about to start. And yes, this is our country. And Yesterday, I was telling somebody who called me and said, Abu, you guys are doing well, but I am afraid for you people because with the news that we are getting, with the gossip we are hearing on the streets, in the streets and in corners, we are just scared. I said, why are you scared? I said, we are just scared. I said, but what is the problem? What's happening? What's going on? What are you hearing? I said, the regime is not as tolerant as Mrs. Sirleaf or Mr. Weir was. And so, especially the way power does not seem to be concentrated with the old man. I said, no, let me correct that point. I said, everything that's happening in this country today is at the instruction of Mr. Boakai. If anybody die in Liberia today, Mr. Boakai knows about it, he approves it. If anybody leaves, Mr. Boakai knows about it, he approves it. There are a lot of ways where the president approves killings and all of that. President don't have to come on the radio and say, oh yeah, you're going to kill this man, right? But when an instant of secret killing happens, right? The way the government will handle that,
especially
the action the president will take towards that will signal to all of his lieutenants that no, there is zero tolerance on harassment, intimidation, torture, and all of that, right? But we have seen these things happen, and then it's reported. We see no action from the president. So what does that go to tell you? That president? No. So nobody should say, "Oh, power now with the president." Who did you elect? Who came to us that they wanted to be president? We voted for Baka.
It is because it happened in Kinjor. The president did not take action. Up to now, he had not said anything about it. It is because it happened during the course of the elections in Foya. People were killed as a standard bearer of the Unity Party, but then he did not see anything about it. Elected as president, he did not see anything about it. During his inauguration, he did not recognize or see anything about it. So these were instances that led people that he entrusted with state power, especially the security sector. These were instances that they looked at and built their actions. So all of the things you see happening today, Gregory Coleman saw it during the course of the elections. In fact, made a bot naked and they're taking their 3G plus every month for all of these things. So they are aware and they know about it. So if you see the president and not talking, the president knows that, oh yeah, these things are supposed to happen. And yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so we are only paving the way. Do you have the suspension letter?
Yes, I think I should have it on that
Yeah,
form.
I want you to read it,
I
right?
should have it on.
While I'm trying to pull something out. The first and foremost thing we all must pray or work to protect in Liberia is our democracy. And that is the reason why you see I want us to hold, but then the opportunity you give me we are on 30% already and be using it one point. So I want us to hold all of the other things and place some serious emphasis on the actions at the National Elections Commission. The actions taken by the president at the National Elections Commission. Right? The president's decision to have suspended the next chairperson, David Eto Brown Lasana, for what executive mansion sources have said disruptive action, or actions was disruptive or whatever the case. But yeah, so that's why I want Hagar to read exactly the communication. If Hagar is finding it difficult to lay his hand on it, okay, because it's right here, right? Do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the one from the executive mansion.
Oh yeah, for immediate release.
Yeah, for immediate release. President Boakai suspends NEC chairperson for action disruptive to public order and stability. January 15, 2025. It says here, executive mansion, Monrovia. President Joseph Numa Boakai Sr. has suspended Madam Davietta Brown Lassanan, chairperson of the National Elections Commission or the NEC for an indefinite period following actions deemed disruptive to public order and stability. The suspension follows an investigation into recent protests by aggrieved NEC workers regarding administrative decision taken without proper consultation. That is proper consultation. According to the findings, Madam Brown Lassanan unilaterally announced the closure of the NEC office for 1 month and dismissed 25 employees without the knowledge of or approval of the NEC Board of Commissioners as required by law. The president cited Section 2.1 and Section 2.10d of the 1986 New Elections Law, which vests the authority to conduct NEC affairs in the Board of Commissioners as a collective body. The NEC, the law mandates the decision involving corrective measures against employees must be taken in consultation with the board, not by the chairperson or any individual commissioner acting alone. While the committee constituted to investigate the grievances of NEC workers was actively addressing the matter, Madam Brown Lassanan took preposterous and unilateral actions, hereby undermining the integrity and stability of the institution, the president stated. The president expressed concern that such actions could adversely impact the NEC's ability to conduct by-elections scheduled within the next 2 months, while also creating a toxic working environment at the commission. The government of Liberia remains committed to ensuring transparency, accountability, and adherence to the rule of law in all institutions, particularly the NEC, which plays a critical role in upholding Liberia's democratic principles. Signed, blah 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 blah. That's it.
What do you make of this? The rule of law caucus, a newly established legislative caucus in the House of Representatives, chaired by Nimba District 7 lawmaker Musa Assembly, have condemned the decision by the president and described it as authoritarian, and asking that the decision be reversed. Other citizens, concerned Liberians, have also sounded in the same vein that this is a troubling action by the president, and that the president should reverse the decision. So, what do you think, Hagar?
Abu, the fact is, this government, many of the things that are happening glaringly today, that people wanting to act like, oh, they don't know about what's happening, how it's starting, or blah blah blah. These things were things that started from the very onset of this government, and we criticize them here, and we continue to criticize the actions of the government, especially the president and his lieutenant. When the government first took seat, we saw Josiah Jokai arbitrarily dismissing Liberians. Colonial Scra at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs dismissed several persons. CMG at the EPS dismissed over 300 trained EPS personnel. Salif Tyler at the Ministry of Transport dismissed over 70 to 80 Liberians. And all of those dismissals, we alarmed over them here. We spoke about them on this platform, and nothing was done. The president did not see anything. So now, it sounds flimsy when the president wants to appear like he's in the interest of the common people. This government is always in the habit of using situation to scapegoat the real thing. Now, if you listen to the reading of the statement from the executive mansion, right? They said over there the dismissal of employees or closure of the NEC office without notice to blah 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 all the post knowledge. You know, in this release, when you listen the clamors of this release, the president and his group, they just decided to make clear, go war wishing them. The same thing that happened when they took when the president was going to Ghana to attend the wedding of his a friend or a closest friend, daughter, all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
That even though they said he was going to meet the outgoing president by that time and the incoming president, but God used them to put about the real reason for which the president was going there, which was for that graduation ceremony and thing. So in this release, the real reason for which Boakai dismissed David Etta Brown Lasana is there is a pending by-election. How did the president even get to know that the by-election is supposed to be in 2 months from now? Before a by-election can take place, like in the case of the late Senator Prince Johnson now of Denver, as we speak, the National Elections Commission the National Elections Commission is not aware of any by-election or vacancy at the Liberian Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, you can say Senator Prince Johnson has died. Yes, this, that. But the National Elections Commission is not aware of any vacancy at the Liberian Senate because they have not been officially informed by the leadership of the Liberian Senate. Before a by-election can be conducted,
you mean since the senator died, that has not happened yet?
No.
Okay.
The senator is supposed to be buried when the Senate resume, and then that is when the leadership of the Senate will officially communicate with the National Elections Commission, informing it of a vacancy in the Senate. Then the laws of the Republic say within 90 days, within 90 days, the National Elections Commission is to cause a by-election to be held. So the Election Commission has not been officially informed of a by-election or a vacancy at the National, let's say the Liberian Senate. The National Elections Commission had not announced any vacancy or any by-election.
Mm-hmm.
But the presidency is telling us the by-election is expected to be held 2 months from now.
Okay.
Who is causing the by-election to be held? So the real reason for David Etta Brown Lasana dismissal or suspension is the same way the president took people from the LTA and other tenure positions in this country, and when they ran to court, the court ruled against the executive. So in this case of David Etta, the interest of the president is you want to dismiss David Etta Brown Lasana. But if in dismiss David Etta, she could run to court and it could become another slap. It could become another slap in his face. So as a result of that, what he thinks he can do is to suspend David Etta Brown Lasana and bring in a own puppet that will sit at the helm of the Elections Commission.
Mm-hmm.
And when that is done, now we can then the Buckeyes administration now will have their own puppet there, and they could run the country election house the way they want to run it. That is just the interest of the government.
Should Liberian be worried and concerned?
Seriously worried, Abu. Seriously worried.
Why?
When a government elected on a democratic principle, when a government that was democratically elected by the majority will of the people, when such government start to trend in the form and a way and form that the Buckeyes administration is trending, it is terrible for the country. Buakai is proving himself to be an authoritarian leader. Buakai is proving himself to be a dictator who have got no respect for democracy. Buakai and his group of police officers, when Liberians are exercising Abu, protest is the constitutional right of every Liberian citizen.
Okay.
Buakai and his gang, they benefited from protest. So if you see that Buakai is making protests to appear like it is against the constitution of the republic. There is no room for protest in this country, and that is a clever way, to instill fear in the people, in the citizens, to intimidate the citizens, so that when things are going against their will, they don't speak. So now that Baka has done all of these things, and he's gradually succeeding, because we are having a bunch of opposition that have become a toothless bulldog. So now what Baka believes now is, since we have succeeded in making the opposition toothless, we can hit now at the National Elections Commission. Because that is where the processes leading to the election of new crop of leaders for this country will pass.
So let me say this, right? Baka is the president of the republic, and as president, he's the head of government. I'm playing the devil's advocate. I will come in and say what I think and what I have to say about this. But it's important where our country is going now. Some of us are beginning to worried, and I think it calls for that. But Hagar, as the head of government, the commander in chief, and of course the chief executive of the country, do you think the president is overstepping his bound to have suspended the commissioner, the election commission chair?
I will,
even though he holds the power as the
within the
executive?
purview of the president. The Constitution of the Republic gave him the right to dismiss, to appoint and dismiss. But the very laws that gave you the right,
but there are limits in
yes,
other areas too.
The
so you
very
have
law
to
that gave
recognize
you, the very law that gave you the right, also gave you limit of where you should not, or at what time you should or should not. So that is the privilege that the National Elections Commission. The reason you see that National Elections Commission was given a tenure position is because is intended, or was intended to
save it from
political interference, where politicians will sit and dictate to people appointed there as to what they want. Under Buakai's administration, he is now overstepping his bound, but it started and people did not see anything about what I said this.
Okay.
Buakai is overstepping his bound. The National Elections Commission, Buakai has succeeded in all of the tenure positions in doing his own thing there, Abu. Now in this country, we have the longest serving acting officials of government under Buakai. Why? Because people who were appointed at tenure position, when he inherited those people, he thought he could not work with them, so he decided to take his own action. So
and you got all of them acting.
All of them acting. They've acted for more than a year now.
And they're acting, they're making big money decisions.
They're making big money. So
the other man get 3,000 for a generator.
So all of these things are happening, and the president, clearly, Abu, to respond to your question, the president is overstepping. He's fearlessly overstepping his bound, disrespectfully overstepping his bound.
The integrity of future election. What does the action of the president yesterday? What does it say?
The action of the president on yesterday to suspend the chairperson of the National Elections Commission is causing serious panic within the Liberian society with regards to future elections. This is a government that got elected, Abu. Since they got elected, some of the things that they have been involved into, you see how things are going. Buakai, the police is a clear example of what it is. The EPS, the NSA now, you saw the issue where they have to they have to arrest somebody and thinking that they can torture the person to speak what the person don't know. So all of these things are happening, and then Liberians are already afraid. The fear amongst Liberians is that, one, with the action of the police, it will make it difficult, and the government in future election could decide to steal the election, and Liberians will be afraid to take action.
Do you think when it is visible that there are constitutional overstep in the president's action, do you believe that he will be checkmated by, for example, the legislature?
Let's forget the legislature I want to talk about. That's the legislature I don't want to talk about this morning.
Yeah,
the fight is
because they're there for check and balance.
No,
when the president
the fight is if you saw Bwaka and his group of people making monies available to lawmakers so that they can remove Funati Kofa.
Because they won't got to do with even their own election.
These were amongst reasons for which Bwaka and his gang went extra mile to ensure that Funati is out. So that when issues like this happen, the legislature now will have
Funati is not out here.
He's not out. He's not out, but Bwaka is doing business with the Rachel Kuhn block. So I'm sure it is the Rachel Kuhn block that we will expect to speak. You saw even the guys from the Funati block.
They speak?
They will not. You see, look at Rachel Kuhn. You see Rachel Kuhn to be in a serious matter human being to run this country, especially the House of Representatives. What do you think Rachel Kuhn know that he will see? This is the man who don't even know his function as a speaker, quote unquote. This is the man who don't even, if you listen to Rachel Kuhn saying that when he go to Ghana, he's going to advocate to ensure that he will lobby with the guys there to ensure that they come and conduct training. He is among those who's supposed to be trained legislatively. All the time that Rachel Kuhn has started over there, Rachel Kuhn is a disappointment to the people that elected him. So the man that I don't know his function, is there to be pushed around by his nose. They will hold his nose and be pushing him around. The executive will be doing that. So you think he get a gust and his plan to go stand in front of the very executive that today he riding still on car with no plate. He riding the executive is doing nothing about that because he's whining and dining with them. Then you think when Rachel Kuhn starts speaking, and he'll be putting himself in the very position that Kofa was in when he started calling for investigation on the authoring of the budget, when he started calling for the audit of the house, then he will start putting himself in that same position.
So you mean currently, whether leadership or not, but the legislature in your mind have lost its spine.
The legislature have lost absolutely.
But that's troubling for the country,
because at the Liberian Senate, we have Yombi Kanga, we have the vice president. These are the people who should be heading that side of the legislature. And in the absence of these two, you have the chair on executive. Who's the chair on executive there?
Where
at the Liberian Senate? So
Emmanuel Down.
So these
the Senate.
Yeah, the Liberian Senate. So these are all people from the Unity Party. The chair on executive, the chair on foreign affairs, these are people from the Unity Party.
Executive at the Senate are James Barney.
These are people from the cycle of the Unity Party. These are people who are today whining and dining with it. So you think these people got a guts to sit and say they're coming call the president? I listened to Brother Bwaka, let's say Brother or Dylan the other day when he was speaking, when he said people who have sat at any position, who have been there for a couple of times now, there's a need that they revisit the law to ensure that the president appoint people there and ensure that the right thing is done. I listened to him and laugh. It will not happen.
You mean his friend Patrick Horner?
It will not. That's why I'm saying it will not happen. He said it.
No, I'm indicating that to point out the insincerity in Dylan.
So you should know that. So let me
see Dylan that pushed his friend
Abu
to go there.
If we have other ways around, maybe we could be talking about the Supreme Court, so that we just go there, let the law speak, even if they don't respect it, but let the law just speak. But quite frankly,
so who's going to take the matter to the Supreme Court?
It could be the chairperson. If she wants to challenge the decision from the president, she can challenge it.
Hagar, thank you very much. But our system is structured in ways that it permits check and balances. And the legislature plays a very pivotal role in checkmating activities across the other two branches, ensuring that they're in keeping with the laws and all of that, because they have the power to conduct hearings, and they can ask different government officials to account for their actions and decisions. They can invite them and measure their actions in keeping with what the law requires and all of that. I think that's the beauty of our democracy and our system of government. Unfortunately, it appears as though we are turning the corners on these very beautiful cornerstones of our democracy to accommodate the authoritarian nature of an 80 years old Baptist deacon. And this is troubling. It is extremely troubling, folks, because you know what? Hey, guys, let me just read what the Rule of Law Caucus shared. And I will expect them to go beyond just issuing, a statement, but taking action because they have power. They are lawmakers, and so it reads for immediate release. In a troubling turn of events, the President of the Republic of Liberia has unilaterally removed and suspended the chairperson of the National Elections Commission. This decision raises profound concerns for those of us committed to the principles of democracy, constitutional governance, and the rule of law. As members of the Rule of Law Caucus in the Honorable House of Representatives, we found this action deeply alarming as it undermines the foundation of our democracy and threatens to erode the progress our nation has fought so hard to achieve. The National Elections Commission was established as a tenured institution under the Constitution precisely to safeguard it from political interference. This is one of two institutions constitutionally established. Check Article 90 constitutionally established the National Elections Commission and the Civil Service Commission in the Constitution. So an action on the National Elections Commission is a flagrant slap in the face of the Constitution. Under the Constitution, precisely to safeguard it from political interference, the Supreme Court of Liberia has ruled unequivocally that the suspension of tenure officials or officers is tantamount to their removal. Such removals are constitutionally permissible only through the impeachment process, which involves the national legislature. By bypassing this process, the president has overstepped the boundaries of his authority, contravening the separation of powers and undermining constitutional protections. The Constitution gives protection to the people. The president said, "No, I am the Godfather. I am the demon God. I can do whatever I want. I suspend the president." The decision to remove the chairperson of the NEC, an individual who presided over a hotly contested election and upheld its results, sends a chilling message about the state of our democracy. The chairperson's removal undermines public confidence in our electoral system, a cornerstone of democracy. Without trust in free and fair elections, the very legitimacy of our government is called into question. This action is not just about one individual, it is about the future of governance in Liberia. It sets a dangerous precedent where the independence of institutions mandated to ensure fairness and transparency is compromised at the whims of the executive. Such action threatens the democratic fabric of our nation and places us on an unsteady path towards authoritarianism. We urge the president to rescind this decision immediately and allow constitutional processes to prevail. Removing or suspending NEC chairperson without the proper constitutional channels is a grave misstep that risks plunging the country into uncharted territory. Once the people lose faith in the electoral process, the very essence of democracy is at stake. Liberians have worked tirelessly to build and sustain this democracy, overcoming years of conflict and political instability. To see these hard-fought gains jeopardized is unacceptable. We must remember that democracy is fragile. It requires constant vigilance and adherence to the rule of law. to our fellow Liberians. Let this movement serve as a wake-up call. A democracy thrives only when its institutions are strong, independent, and respected. When those institutions are undermined, we all stand to lose. We must not allow our individual or any individual, no matter their office, to dismantle the foundations of our governance. Let us unite in defense of the Constitution, the rule of law, and the democratic values we hold dear. This is not a matter of governance, it is a matter of national survival. If we allow this dangerous action to stand, we risk eroding the trust and stability that have been the bedrock of our democratic process or progress. This must stop. For the sake of our democracy, for the sake of Liberia, the president must adhere to the Constitution and the rule of law. Folks, this is where we are. We're having conversations about attack on the very foundation of our democracy, about attack on the very cornerstone that guarantees public confidence in the processes that give rise to our democratic institutions and organizations. There's a rationale in there is a reason in the minds of the framers of our Constitution to have ensured that the National Elections Commission, among many, enjoys tenure status or be not interfered with when it comes to
autonomous.
When it comes to when it comes to let me get it in quickly for our people.
Yes, we should be around 91 something. We should have to go back to autonomous agency.
Okay.
So yes, it's terrible, but yes, this is the country that we have. So we are here. We want to give you a cash prize.
Okay, that's it.
So we want to give you a cash prize. So all you have to do this morning, sorry, we're not getting what we want. So we've not even gotten 3, but we're looking for 6. So it's up to your *799 *70 hash. We want 4 more persons. 4 more persons, then we can do our first draw. Imagine 8:46 the time.
8:46, and we are still looking
for the first 4 persons to do draw. So *799 *70 hash. It is up to you. Today, you're not hear me talking too much. So it's up to you. You want to play? I cannot play with you, but you'll go back. So yes.
So according to Chapter 10 of the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, Chapter 10, Article 89, right? The following autonomous public commissions are hereby established. Autonomous. We have to define what autonomy means. Liberians, we have to define, you see, Boakai preached democracy. Boakai pretends to be a Democrat. But Boakai is leading our country dangerously, and because of your selfish and aggrandizement, you all are keeping quiet and you are closing your mouth. And you think that everybody will close their mouth in this country just like you have decided to sell out. We are not going to do that.
So quickly, autonomous means independent, self-governing, or having the ability to make decisions without direct human control.
Are you hearing that? So the Constitution says, Article 89 says, the following autonomous public commissions are hereby established. The following what? Independent public commissions. The following institution that must not be interfered with by anybody in their running and decision-making process. And I like how the president referenced chapter 21.2 of the election law, where he says, in an event where action must be taken on employees and all of that, it must be the board, right? So if one of the board members' action proves to be egregious, it also has to go through that very law. Before now, you come, and first and foremost, what the Constitution says about what must happen there must be the one to happen. And the Constitution
What
goes.
was the reference? The article what?
Then the Constitution, the reference the election law.
Election law.
They reference the election law. Let me see. Section 2.1. Right. He referenced the president cited section 2.1 and section 2.10D of the 1986 new election law. Right. So just found that.
Then at section 2.1 of the elections law, the National Elections Commission, as an autonomous public commission established by the Constitution of Liberia, shall be under the direction and management of 7 commissioners appointed by the President of Liberia, who shall appoint one of them as chairperson and another as co-chair. All of the appointments shall be subject to the consent of the Senate. In section 2.10,
yeah,
you may mention the section 2.10. So section 2.10 of the elections law, for the purpose of expediting the hiring and determination of all elections offenses and other business of the commission, shall apportion the republic into 5 administrative areas and assign a commissioner to an area who shall, in consultation with the commissioner in black, direct and supervise all elections activity in his area of assignment, including the hiring, determination of election offenses arising therefrom, which determination having been previously approved by. Yet to understand what's the connection of.
Good. So last night when I took this, the president suspension. So the two provisions that were quoted by the president communication suspending the Electoral Brown Lasana, I have found no correlation to the president's arbitrary action in her suspension. Because the reason for which these citations were made was to link us to the authority the president has, right? To intervene in matters like that and take superior action.
Yeah.
So that must be justified by the very provision that the president has quoted. But we are not seeing that. So this president lies and deceives the Liberian people and put false quotation in his suspension letter,
because not many of them will go
thinking that many people will not go there, right, to go find out what the law says, and that's why we say we're going to dig it out. So what is the president's authority? On what authority the president stands to suspend, the election commission chair? Where is the president drawing his authority from? If he is not being authoritarian,
the 2 provisions that we read,
the other one only talk about the structure.
The 7 commissioners.
The structure, how it's set up. The president, of course, appoints the commissioners, 7 commissioners, one of whom shall be the chair and another the co-chair. The remaining will be on the team, and among them, they will make appointment of election election director or that one is there. But the cost of the subject here is to establish, in keeping with the rule of law and of course the Constitution, the authority of the president to take these decisions, because the election commission is just not any kind of organization or institution that you play with in our democracy or in any given democracy. No. That is the reason why, in the wisdom of the frameworks of our country, the case with the election commission is not like the case with the LTE. It's not like the case with the RAA. It's not like the case with the NAFA and other GAC and all these ones. No, right? The case with the election commission is the case of an autonomous public commission established by law, the Constitution, granting them independence in their administrative operations and, of course, ensuring that they are secluded from any political interference. The action of the president is political. Look, folks, what we have even gathered The protest by the workers that led to where we are was stage managed by Unity Party elements.
Because of their failure, even the government, because of their failure to make available funds to the NEC to be able to compensate those who worked during the course of the elections. But I feel that the election part that we are work, that we are administration. So since we are administration did not pay, his government would not. So as a result of that, the people had to go on the rampage. So their action was stage managed by the Unity Party and some elements within the Unity Party. But what was their intent? What was the real mission? Was to ensure that they get at a particular person. Who is that? David Eto.
They send the people to protest. That's why they held on to the people pay.
Yeah.
And you understand? So they send them to protest because the president has always carried the desire to remove David Eto. You see, the last time, yesterday I did a post about the attacks on Mr. Stanton Waterspoon, which I found very undemocratic and, of course, attacking a free press and the free media. Somebody came and made a comment and said, oh, but Abu, which side are you on? And, with the whole sense, I do not remain trapped in the past. That's the kind of person I am. I have had my disagreement with Stanton. During the election, Stanton had a line that he pushed that was contrary to mine, right? But Stanton, works in an industry that I hold so dear.
Yeah.
And any attack on anybody in that industry, even if the person went to silence somewhere, they cost me this day, everything, I do not, and I will not support, promote, and remain silent on any act that seeks to attack the free press. Absolutely not. Against that backdrop, we say and condemn the action by Mr. Blackeye, his information minister, his LBS director, right, for attacking Mr. Stanton Waterspoon and threatening to close his network. And somebody say, if the people don't close freedom, that Stanton they will close. That is not my issue. The threat of closing freedom has been living. So we just normalize. We just saying now.
Even within the very CDC government that people felt we were supporting the CDC, we had a man like Prince Johnson there who was threatening to even come here and close the station, arrest everybody here.
So that one, when it happened, we talk about it or something, but it does not negate the fact that these things are happening. This government is intolerant. Everybody knows that. They're intolerant. They're not doing the right thing. They don't want to be exposed, but we are committed to exposing them. Anyway, if I was somebody, oh my man, scared for you, isn't it? Yes, we understand. But look, as long as we know that we are not doing anything wrong, and we have said, if you know you have problem, go to the courts. We are telling you, go to the court. You control the court. But if you think you can use other means, you're getting it wrong. So these commissions are hereby established to include A, Civil Service Commission, B, National Elections Commission, and the General Auditing Commission. These are the three commissions established by the Constitution. The legislature shall enact for the governance of these commissions and create other agencies as may be necessary for the effective operation of the government. What is that? These enactment that the legislature, they did not say the executive or the president, they say the legislature. And that's where Musa and the Rule of Law Commission are coming from. They say it is equal, it's tantamount to the usurpation of the function of another branch of government for the president to arbitrarily, without recognition of the role the legislature has to play in making these critical governance decisions in the operation of the National Elections Commission. By all standards, by all measures, the president has violated the law once more. The president is disrespecting our laws. The president is disrespecting our constitution. The president is taking uninformed decisions. The president is taking illegitimate decisions. The president is acting like some kind of militia. He is just running the country just anyhow he feels like, and he has to be brought to task. If that's what you don't want to hear, we are going to say it, and we are not afraid of Baka. Look, we are not afraid of Baka. Baka are passing around here begging for LEC bill and begging for plane ticket and all these things. This is the Baka that has been unmeritoriously rewarded the presidency of our country, and all he's doing is flagrantly violating everything that appears as a law and of course, just doing anything the way he feels, and it must be condemned. And that's what we are condemning Mr. Boakai. Oh yes, Boakai promised that he was going to come here, that there was a breakdown in the rule of law. He was strengthening the rule of law. Go and read the man's 6-count arrest agenda during the campaign. What he promised, the rule of law. And Boakai is violating the rule of law. And now this won't bring us to the integrity of our election when these kinds of unwholesome, undemocratic, unconstitutional actions are being taken, affecting the National Elections Commission. Oh yes, you all have a cause to worry. How? When the government you elect, the lawmaker, the representative, the senator you elect, abandon you, turn their back on you, the president turns his back on you, right? You are speaking, the president officials are disrespecting you. Our democracy has encouraged us not to consider alternative actions to addressing leadership problems, but what should we do? We should use the ballot box or the ballot boxes, right, Hagar? That's what we all have championed. We had jingles here. Don't go to Bootwo. Don't go to the boot. Don't go to this. Wait for the electoral cycle. This is guarantee the credibility of this process in addressing your democratic concerns is assured. Do this and do that. But there is an attack on our democracy here. All of you out there, there is a clear, transparent attack launched by the president, Mr. Boakai, 89 years old, sleepy Baptist deacon, on the Constitution and the integrity of future election in this country. Folks, you have to understand that. And we must speak out. The president is proceeding dangerously. When the political system begins to realize and feel threatened, you cannot predict what their actions will be. For us, we're interested in the stability of our country. We're interested in the democratic sanity of our republic. And that's why we come here every morning and we tell the president to act in accordance with the law. Mr. President, your biggest bet is to act in accordance with the law. Mr. President, it's the law that compels all of us to respect you. All of us don't agree with you, but we respect you and accept you because of the law. You see, Mr. President, the last time I was driving, and then I heard your serene immediately apart. Like all other road users will park their car, Mr. President, because you deserve those honor in keeping with the law. Mr. President, when you enter in any space, every other person remain because you are the president. That is because we are a country of law and we respect it. No matter who the person think they are, they have to honor and respect your presence. That the law made that want to happen. Mr. President, if you start to violate the laws in ways where you are showing no dignity and respect for the laws, Mr. President, you will be gradually breeding a culture of disrespect to the Constitution. There are people around you who are telling you, oh yeah, do it. You are the president. You get the authority. They let not into a move. This other woman there. Mr. President, if you want to remove anybody in the country, you have the right, but follow the procedures. Follow the right channels. If you don't follow the right channel in any given instance, it communicates ill intentions. And this ill intention could prove counterproductive to the stability, sanity, and peace of the republic. Are you prepared to compromise our peace? Your friends, the people before you, swallow a lot of bitter pills to protect this peace. Mrs. Shelley, everything you want to say about her, she jealously protected Liberia peace. She begged Onmil to remain here to help her. Stay here, Onmil. I beg you, don't leave. Mr. Wiakim, with all your domestic terroristic threats and attack, he kept his calm. You call him name. But he kept the peace. Somebody should tell Bwaka that our peace is important. Where is Liman Bowie? Where is Olubanki King Akirele? Where is all the women group, the women situation room? Where are they? Where are they? Why are they not talking? Where is Eiffel? Where are they? Right? Bob Best and his staff have been dragged into police intimidation for publications. The media, for long, we've not seen these things. Since the Doe era, today the media is facing direct attack.
Claro.
You have the recording from the information minister. Where is it? I'm supposed to be having it. Look at how he addressed the media. Look at how he spoke to them, right? Go and listen to the guy from LBS talk to the media. Go and listen to information minister opinion. Go and see the comment that Daniel Sano makes. Oh, listen, this is the information minister of the Republic of Liberia under Joseph Newman Boakai speaking to a journalist, a reporter who courteously engaged him. Mr. Minister, can I please ask you this question? And the next thing that came from Boakai's information minister more that insults, abuse. Folks, this is the Liberia that we are in. This is the trouble that we have on our hands. This is the trouble that we have on our hands.
You see somebody in the street, you carry live there. I won't go live. I don't take my own phone. Ask yourself what you go send. You see somebody in the street, you carry live there. I won't go live. I don't take my own phone and go live. Something got to be wrong with you. You call yourself journalist. You see how stupid, son?
Listen to that. After insulting my message, Mr. Minister, can I please ask you a question? They did not go to Pia's bedroom. No. This man met Pia in a public space. He did not invade Pia's privacy. He met Pia in a public space and saw it as an opportunity, right, to seek clarity. Let me tell you how we operate. If I get a tip on something and I need to balance my story, for as long as I have not spoken with the other party concerned, I can hold that until I have the slightest opportunity to engage that person to balance my story and put the report out. Do you know what this reporter was investigating? If this reporter go ahead, or how he gone ahead and just publish what he had, the same minister will say, right, these are unprofessional journalists. They hear things, they don't get your side of the story, they don't balance their story, they publish. The reporter go to you, Mr. Minister, can I please ask you a question? And you start cursing the man, cursing the man part, insulting the man. Folks, what is they reminiscent of? This is the trouble we have on our hand. The president is not respecting the rule of law anymore. The president is not respecting our constitution. And you all nonsense idiots sit around the president and you think you can intimidate any of us here. The way you're leading the country is bad. You got to stop. The way you guys are proceeding with the country is bad. You all have to stop. Some of us, we speak the way we speak because we are not beggars. We have values for ourselves. And it is because of those values that we are not compromising, we are remaining firm. And if that's the firmness that hurts you, you can just hawk at the transformer and then take your life.
What are you going to say?
That's the whole thing about it.
You see how stupid, son? You know how crazy that sound? Let me check my phone to get my web number. I'm working with President Boakai. He's not on my phone. Somebody asked me for Boakai number. Oh, let me check my phone to see the president number. Does it make sense?
For me, I'm not having my bosses to work off here.
But that's thing with me, come.
I don't care about that. That's your life to live. That's your issue to worry. But when you come to me and you say you're working somewhere and you got your person phone, it's more of a red flag on you. I have people that can be passing around lying on people. You lie on somebody's institution.
No, Mr. Minister, you have been very, very irresponsible. You be a man, unprofessional. Mr. Minister, you should have upgraded. Mr. Minister, if you did not want to be, if you're not in a position to grant an interview, you have said that, and the young man will understand.
You know, more civilized too.
But you know what? He wouldn't do that because the government is angry.
The arrogance,
the system. You see, this man assured Mr. Bwaka that he will handle his public relation, right, and government communication. He has failed. The government has failed on every information or communication management. You saw how the government flunked with the yellow machine. You saw how they flunked with the Ayalolo buses. This man has failed everywhere. He has lost grip of the public information space. So he walks in the street with anger. And we can't help you. Look, we can't help you, and we're not going to apologize for your inefficiency. Absolutely not. And I know you're listening, or somebody's going to tell you, look, Pia, you have failed, you have blundered. You hype yourself, you're proving a dummy. This is an act of a dummy who have lost clue of their TOR, and they are confused in it all. This is simple public relations. Go and read more, and know what to do, how to handle government communication, how to handle public management. The client, you work for the government, right? And you have the government. Okay, so this is a minister who has failed in the mix of it all, right? To communicate what the government believes as progress and have the government progress, right, go across to the general public. There's a big blockade, right? In the face of all of the public discourses, these guys' strategies have failed in penetrating
even
the public sphere. No, even the color brigade not helping. Because just my one, without the intimidation and all the scare tactics, Abu will kill you, will do the one. Look, you just let the space free. My one can get the government calling on me. My one. Least to talk about adding all the other people. Here you go. And we just decided to say, gentlemen, you go relax. Then he go look at poor reporter and start insulting the man. And you see, means how you went so low?
What was the importance of
intolerance
asking for the reporter's boss number?
To intimidate now.
Yeah, so if
to intimidate the man. What I want get to do with boss? So you don't call the man boss, then the boss will tell the man, stand down, lead the man. Look at that. Look at that. Why you calling the man boss for? That boss being there? You won't call the man boss? Eh? So imagine that me you in the supermarket and I say, let me get it.
Ask you the woman same sign. I'm about to.
He get man to ask me for woman same sign.
When you ask you for council, the guys are terrible.
Say because furthermore in the recording, you know what he told the reporter? Say God bless you if I had security people with me here, but now I finish arresting you. He said that. Bwaka's information minister threatened to arrest journalists
for asking questions.
For pleading to asking questions for clarity.
You insulted the guy, took away certain proud that he has as a person. You could listen to his civilized tone. You as the minister, the way you're supposed to speak, that had a lay child, I will see was speaking to you. But you know, like you said, these guys are angry. They've lost track of what they want to do.
Intolerant and arrogant.
So the only thing that they have resorted to is to intimidate people.
Yeah, honestly, I used to respect
the guys
Pia very well.
Abu, you see, you know, let me tell you this. That information, why people can be telling, oh, you be careful with people after you. That's another strategy. They say these things to people so that people will come and tell us. So instead of fearing others, will not speak. But well, how they call him fear and men, they can make it. Like yeah, mob they can be making. They can want to use that mind game to see what we give in. Then we start being scared. The other person say the other person will kill. Oh, the other person say somebody after also. Then we become scared.
Yeah, ain't killing yourself.
Then we don't speak.
As long as you're not doing the one thing in life,
I
don't be afraid.
am sure that it is
When
not
you're
even
stealing
helping.
that time, you must be afraid.
So
When you're not doing the
I
one
am
thing,
sure
don't be afraid.
that the target, the strategy that you're trying to use, it is not still helping you.
They say when you can pray every day, you follow the 10 commandments. Why you more worry about
Why
hell?
worry when you can
What do you think about hell? Don't think about hell. Every day you go to bed, think about heaven.
The government needs to be strategized, and maybe it will call for the complete overhaul of the Ministry of Information. It should happen because things are happening. The government information house have proven to lost clue. Now you will listen to Daniel Sando there. Trust us, maybe Daniel Sando, our conversation here will be part of their press conference today. So the guys will take 2-3 hours of the time they're supposed to be explaining their government agenda.
Sorry, so you know what happened. So when Pia took over, but first of all, when the government started to set up, and the president did appoint Kula. When I saw Kula name, I saw Eugene Fagon, and I saw Jelime Pia. I was clear. I think I can try to get the post. I was clear. I said, this configuration is going to embarrass the government public relations. They will not, right? Because each of them have characteristics that because public relation is a very, very delicate thing.
Sure.
Anybody. Not because you are a good political talker, that means you can do public relations. First of all, Kula and the other sees partisanship more than professionalism. Professionalism will make Kula, in spite of my firm opinion that nobody in the country can change, not even Mr. Bwaka, right? Will still say, you know what, this is the realm, this is the institutional industry. Let me place a call to Abu. Abu, as much as, but you know, the conversation people having, this is what we want to say. But when you just call, they will not pick. You know what they say? They say, you opposition journalist. And that's what I tell my friends. Somebody, I said, look, say it anyhow. Talk it anyhow. If you think by saying that, you're going to put me on undue pressure
and that's why
to want to prove myself right.
That's why the executive mansion
and prove it wrong. You miss it.
The press team of the executive mansion is even selective in how they select journalists. Cover the president's activity.
And all across government. The moment you go there and you're a critical, you from Freedom FM, for example, they pull you also. That the kind of people that running PR for the government, that how they expect the government public communication to go out.
Even though during the WIA's administration, people were saying, the government need to pay more attention to Freedom FM, need to pay more attention to these people, or blah, 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 blah. But it will shock you to know that even the Stanton and the other group of people, bulk of the ministers of the WIA's government, you could see them running to.
They enjoy, but Spoon enjoy extra privilege as much as they were.
That was a strategy set up
in the executive mansion.
That was a strategy set up to tell you that the people weren't afraid to engage the public.
Go to because the mansion and ask for freedom report.
When you are able to engage people who are now within your line, then you see what happened. I was shocked one morning when I listened to Amara Kane. Not Amara, but how you call it, the senator from Bapolo. Bapolo. When I listened to Amara, I was shocked that he could muster the courage. Even the former DA boss, I was shocked that he could muster the courage to come and sit on this platform. Even though he expected that, or he knew that the tougher questions were going to be asked, but he mustered the courage. How many of the puppets around today, around the information arm of the government, how many of them? The Ministry of the Executive Mansion is, of course, nonsense. because the lady who is there, she have no clue of what her 2 hours she even be like. She didn't go about talking loosely. The same way the minister can talk loosely, his deputy can talk loosely, and even the Fagon now, Fagon is making. Fagon is speaking.
My man, don't call Fagon here, man.
All of those people now they are presenting themselves. The information arm of the government is flip flopping.
Weak. They're weak. They
are weak. So as they not even learn sense.
You know who they used to be helping? Pia, let me tell you. Pia used the leg of the late Mamadi Diakite then to cover.
Yes.
And that time some of young coming also really felt that Pia was on top of a game. Since Pia became Pia, you're a flunky, a big bonsway. You are proving to be a bonsway. You got no clue. So you are resorted to anger. You resorted to attacks, insult, abuses. Oh, I thought you just from someone at B school in America. Is all understand anything you can't hear now. Small reporter go ask you question. You lose your balance.
What you were doing in public that make it that you were so arrogant in speaking to the president? As if
is it why? Is it why, man? All kinds of nonsense coming out of his mouth, and he said he responded. You lost balance, Pia. He's supposed to be a confident communicator. Supposed to be at all time prepared to respond on behalf of your employer, to correct and public contradictions. In crisis, you have to know the pre-crisis, crisis period, and the post-crisis communication. You have to understand all of that as a public relation officer. You have to know how to engage that, right? To be successful, what you have failed at is the basics in public relations, which is the UAC, right? You must establish an understanding, right? When you have failed in establishing an understanding as a public relation officer, you cannot get acceptance, because you want people to accept the government, you want people to accept the things government says, so that these people will be able to cooperate with the government. But you have failed in building an understanding with the industry that you even operate. So you are lacking on acceptance, and you are not being accepted. Your informations are not being accepted, so you are getting angry.
You should understand that he is the ministry.
I'm an open classroom for
the ministry should be the bridge between the government and the citizens. So that's why you always the ministry. You're not supposed to be involved into arrogance, huh? Pierre, no matter whether you think the journalist who engage you is far below your belt or whatever you think, these are the group of people that you're supposed to work with. You know why? These are the people who are directly in the newsroom. These are the people, the news you read on the paper or in the papers and things, you listen to on the radio. These are the people who can write them. Not the media executive you think you got.
And guess what? They PR, man. You see, we have to review our government scholarships something. This PR man, taxpayers' money was used to educate this man. Imagine he came from out of doubt as a dummy.
That's why it
is. It is terrible. So that means the country wasted the money on him.
Maybe he did not use the knowledge. He did not really pay time to acquire this knowledge that he were being taught, or Pierre is just someone and Blamando.
Yeah, today when they go do the Mika, young man, insult me, your gay color brigade money, they call all the reasons. But so when he came, so the man say, in fact, Mika prep now every day. Pierre can just jump as soon as you hear Abu Austin or AB or somebody say we get Mika prep briefing tomorrow.
Yeah, so
when he started, he felt so even the transition from the election rhetorics to a more professional base and government center public engagement communication strategy, they did not even adapt that. So they remain. Say once you insult Jawia, you keep calling Jawia name. You say, and he says, no, he fought this that. When you keep doing it, then the people accept. Look at that. Look at the strategy. Then see my young brother Daniel Sando. I have to laugh as I look at that. Right? If it's not because the way our society is structured, you're wrong. You are wrongly placed. You're only there because during campaign you started more. No. This is not how we're supposed to structure the government. And until we can start correcting these administrative problems in our governance architecture, we'll always come back in the cycle. So he started having plenty. Imagine if we should calculate the number of press briefings that they may have had to provide public clarity. But the more press briefing you have, the more problem. You know, so you feel. But let's come back to the main issue. The main issue is the president's incisive decision to flagrantly violate our constitution with the intention to undermine and steal future election. Clearly, we already finished reading all of the law. You know that the president has no constitutional prerogative to be suspending arbitrarily the election commission head. Then the question becomes, what did the president do it for? To what end? And it's quite simple. Higa, there is the Nima County by-elections coming up.
Senatorial by-election.
Senatorial by-election to replace Yelugwe. And it has made the air that, there's a squabble. So, Unity Party believes that they must keep that grip on Nimba.
Keep that grip so they feel like they still got control of Nimba.
Right? So, all of that contributed immensely to the election. As things have been, the different opinion polls that are coming from the communities in different areas has clearly indicated how unpopular and unfavorable the government is. So the government wants to muzzle. Let me tell you, I am one person who believes 100 and 1,000 and 1 million times. And I want to double dare anybody who think they have sufficient ball between their legs to say 2029, you come and steal election here. Nobody has the balls. Not even Mr. Bwaka can steal election 2029. No. Mr. Bwaka, the same way you won democratically, you will have to win democratically in 2029 or you leave democratically. Nobody owns Liberia more than their friend. Nobody is more Liberian than nobody on. Listen, Liberian people give you the chance, they can't leave, you can't fail. Then you say you won't remain there. Try it. When that time comes, I mean, let it wait my time too much.
So I'm not even sure
nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's gonna sit down and fold their hands and see somebody steal election. Those days are over. Nobody's stealing election in Liberia anymore. For any party, nobody's stealing election in Liberia anymore. So you can take the Gloria Mususka. Me na Gloria Mususka say I want you to put there. Let us go steal election. Let's see. I think Gloria Mususka, they say steal election, but it's troubling. Because the integrity of our democracy rests under our partners and friends. They've invested a lot into the National Elections Commission, right? The laws has been strengthened and everything has happened. We saw it here when they were attempt to what? To redo the law to change the magistrate. What did the citizens say? No. Not when we are going to election, then you won't change magistrates. The Ouija government listened and they went to election. Even up to now, there's some supporter of the CDC that believe, right, not say overhauling the election commission of Liberia led to CDC defeat. Yeah, do not believe
because
that.
So
the president has to stop being
partisans within the government, partisans at the National Elections Commission, and moving on. So yes, we are here. Sorry, quite frankly, we've not done a single draw because imagine we can get 6 person. Maybe apparently the system is giving up. But star 799 hash. Sorry, star 799 star 70 hash. We have not been able to do a single draw right
so
here.
let me read it. Also, same the probably same. Let me say, I have never seen a bunch of intolerant people as UPs. All they do is insult. Never deal with issues. Scary. They're weak. They're scary. Don't mind them, the thing. They're very scary, weak people. No intimidation. You might bring no gun baiting, nothing. Like idea, let's talk. You're losing the intellectual battle. You're resorting into intimidation, fear mongering, tactics of sending. What you're putting secret agent beyond? Lay man let me. What thing I care? What thing I come into? That my more in my hair are using that. Oh, you're not getting more in here to counter our more in here. Then you won't use gun. You're more in your head and can't function well. You won't use gun. Let you more in here. That more in here now we in democracy. They're not gone.
Yes, you got educated people.
Y'all lead the gun people. Just 1 year or you're crumbling, insulting reporters. Pierre used to be saying on class reloaded, he say he get more, he shot, you know how to talk. Hey, you're small, your junior brother in here, we saying on here, we challenging you, you lost balance. Small little reporter go, are you one little question? Make question, not even kind of scared, you cussing the man. Dumb-headed idiots. Pretending to be knowledgeable of governance and leadership. You are zero on anything. Because you know what? You're corrupt. Because you're just dumb and corrupt. Stealing is all you know. To be doing OG, taking the poach, carrying the gun, doing woo thing. That's all you can come to power for. Then we'll talk you say, then we'll remind you, say, oh, Mr. President, you say you're doing, then you get very. You say, oh, Abu, what you want to do to all? What you can do to all? Y'all leave the gun, y'all gun people outside. Y'all leave the gun business outside. Gun time finish in the country. Let's talk more and hey. Yeah, you gotta go to the phone lines, man.
Yes, we can go. Where is it?
Let's go to the phones.
0776 104 104. Let's talk to this first person. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
It is Sabulanda joining you for 4 to be exact this morning in Zimbabwe.
Go ahead.
No, this president is noted for breaking our laws. From the insertion of the government is just
Oh wow. Sorry about that. Sorry. Let's see what the. Good morning. Good morning. Morning. You say your name is? Go ahead from Omega Market.
Yeah. You remember, I think 4 or 5 more and 4 I told you, I said, boy, I went to say war on this country. He told me that the day is the president, how you do that? Now, I told you, I said, why I will go to the National Election Commission and cause a problem there. He said today, the main next move, I will tell you. Thank you.
Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Yeah, well, good morning. I just dropped the line.
Go ahead.
Can you imagine our lawmaker establish this agency and put a commission in power? The president has no power to remove that commission without the law of the lawmaker. But you know, Bwana is not of breaking the law. You don't care when it's about people. And you're doing this to make the election to the now. Because Bwana is not of brutalizing people in this country. Everybody government is not of killing our people. They don't care about us. Can you imagine we get people 12 years, nothing a day in the country here. Because we are keen to power to help us. They started lying, putting our people, telling people all kind of lies. We are lying private jet, doing this, doing that. But today we take the country over to them, nothing against you. Hunger all over the place. Our people are dying.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you too for making your input. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 the numbers you can call us on +231 86 500 104. Or if you're there, you want to be a part of you want to win a cash on the cash giveaway here is *799 *70 hash. We've not done a draw. We still want 3 more persons to do a draw. If we can get it, we'll do 1 draw at least. But if we can get it, just us, we'll move on here this morning. *799 *70 hash. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. No, walk away from your radio. I will not take that. You will not call to spoil anybody here this morning. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Good morning, my brother Abu, and good morning to my brother Yega.
Morning, Chief.
Thank you very much. My name is Aliyu Patikoma Mepikin.
And two I can get plenty of calling line. You calling? Why you calling your man or Hussein is on the line too? So two your call. You go ahead.
I see you talk someone that will just call you. Won't get time for that. Your thing, what I can be doing.
Let me see things to you. Some of you know that your father I would go why I go for a country is why you know best. So for some of that don't marry like this. I want to tell you thank you. But Abu, let me say this. Your will is generally not because you should not be afraid in this country.
Nobody will do anything to you. Even we that supporting the rescue team, trust me, will defend some of you when it comes to anybody want to do anything to you because nobody somehow is not because listen to your radio, maybe you turn against our government, and me will against some of you, would not against nobody in this country. This is why the president says he kind of power. He stop anybody from even opening your media institutions and what happened in the past government that we saw journalists on the street protesting. So they were not happy in the government, trust me, someone will defend you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ali. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
So let me just read. They won't come in from one of the Metrocon and Augusta Free.
Yeah.
MICAT is the communication arm of the government. It's not a government response brigade. Communicate and stop the attacks.
Go ahead.
That's what they can do.
Good morning, Yega.
Good morning.
This is William Harris. Here for the program this morning. You know what? Let me tell you something. With the election commission, I know people crying for the woman too much. For me, Bwaka, I enjoy President Bwaka, I enjoy Bahawe. They may not trust the people. They may get keep that woman.
No. It's not about trusting the person. It's about going through the law. It's about our law. It's about the Constitution. I don't need to trust her. Yeah.
I agree. Listen, Abu. I agree that it is a matter of trusting the law. But equally so, when somebody is certain things, they know that if they look at election, about election, they know that they won't stay there, they won't get do anything with election. That means the man running faster to take the one from there. You not know the law, they may not know. They know all the government is breaking. I know people talking about law.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's talk to Hussein. Hussein, morning.
Good morning, Hagar.
Go ahead.
Good morning to your brother there in studio.
You know my brother name?
Yeah, I want to have talk to greeting this morning.
Now 10 seconds you get out. I think you. I said 10 seconds people call you.
My name is Hussein Kel.
Go ahead, Hussein.
And I join you from Jacobstown. Hagar, thank you for the analysis. So, Article 50 of the Constitution that talked about the executive power of the Republic is vested in the President. Article 56A of the Liberian Constitution that talked about appointment of ministers, directors, assistant ministers, superintendents, and so forth, right? To work at the pleasure of the President.
But at this commission, it is not about working at the pleasure of the President. That's why they made the commission, the election commission, an autonomous agency. So you don't work at the will and pleasure of the President because you are an integrated institution, Chief.
No, the election commission is member of the executive figure for that correction.
But it's an autonomous agency. It is an autonomous agency.
Yeah, it is. So it is for the.
What is your understanding of autonomous?
We need one more person to do our first draw here this morning. One more person. Star 799.
Every day.
Star 70 hash. Star 799. Star 70 hash. Let's talk to Masisi. Masisi, morning.
Good morning, Masayega.
Go ahead, man.
How you doing?
Go ahead. We okay, man.
Okay, man. 50,000. Bye-bye. They all crying in the community. I was 0 district. Was sharing tears. People were laughing at us. So today you're staffing the preaching by even better. Now the preaching has to be out to that place. So pack your whole tariff up, pack your whole whiskey and start leaving the place. So thank you. Thank you, Waka. Usike will not agree. You gonna say Usike Lupa?
No, but you say you agree with Usike Lupa.
So he will not agree. Anything you bring will say you go to the position of our country. You telling him the they are extra, you get them ready for the president. But yet they say you come on the culture in English on the radio. But you can see the English.
One day I will bring. One day we'll bring you and Hussein Kelly in the studio for 2 hours.
Okay, all right, Masi. Yes. So yes, let's go. Continue to okay. Star 799, star 70 hash. We want to do one draw this morning. Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
We okay? Go ahead.
This is the voice of PSI, and I join you from Sokome District 4.
Okay.
These old men have broken all our laws. Whether it is the Constitution, whether it is statutory laws, you go ahead breaking everything, whether it is the rules that cover our legislature. He gone there and he has executed everything. And if God make no mistake, I heard one of the demons that Joseph Bonatenzo was telling you that, oh, you guys, nothing happened to you. Even we wouldn't have a camp. For me, who don't you, I don't even have a bank account. Those guys are haunting authority on a daily basis. So when you guys go on, you'll be careful how you guys move and where you move. Those guys are intolerant. They are very, very intolerant. If I just tell you what they did to me in recent times, you feel sorry for you or little men like me who don't have an account. Then what about you who are always on that back? That guy is lying. That the demonic attitude carry on there so you can then you go to see completion, then you go forget about your security, go stand somewhere and they can't harm you. That the tactic there, they will not even give you that tactic that lie. And in fact, that demonic play, I come against it in Jesus' name. They will never get rid of you guys. Because I playing so you can forget about yourself. Or off guard and you can grab you off guard and lie. It will not work.
Which is not even possible. Good morning. Let's talk to this person who do our first joy. Yeah, morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Emmanuel Corey and I come from the LG Cooper Road.
Email morning.
Yeah, other morning, Chief.
Go ahead.
Thank you there. Thank you for a great job.
Thank God.
You know the papi? We told the people. But the library program, yeah. One of the papi who just died recently, Prince Johnson. Oh, they can hear. Yeah, they can hear. The papi Korea here breaking all of the rules. But, so they come in, just visit a reggae because they're playing. Somebody who not live their life, the 2 hours they can get nothing for that there. They look at that for mayor, putting pound. Just say, oh, and that old man, he ain't get anything to do. That old man there, he's streaming on that. Those are about there, there's no back up a week. All of that time, you tell me to get over, but we get this one, we'll put up a baby pound. So I hear that. But we'll keep nothing, they get to the nothing. When they try, they didn't want to be trying and say, you know what you pound, anything you do that, you go. So that thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Let's talk to one of our winners here this morning. At least, so you can continue to play *799 *70 hash, *799 *70 hash this morning. You stand a chance to win $10,000 Liberian dollars here this morning. Let's see whether this person is set and ready to pick our call. Then we'll move on to do *799 *70 hash. Okay, when the phone start ringing again, and
three times.
Yeah.
Female line?
No, that's not.
Okay.
So let's see *799 *70 hash. I'm calling one of our winners, but this person isn't picking. I hope that you can pick *799 *70 hash. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning, how are you? Morning, how are you?
Chief,
This is Hagar Gonda. I'm calling you from Freedom FM. What's your name, Chief? Aaron Dan?
Yeah.
The name registered to this mobile money?
Yeah.
Aaron Dan. Aaron, you played the cash giveaway this morning?
Yeah, I played 4 times.
You play how many times? You play how many times?
Yeah.
You say you play how many times this morning?
I played 4 times this morning.
You play 4 times, so you use 800 Liberian dollars. Check your phone, you receive 20,000. Let's say 10,000 LD. You've won for yourself 10,000 on the cash giveaway this morning.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, okay. *799 *70 hash. If in 17 minutes, if we can have at least 6 more person, then we can do another draw right here. Let's see whether this person.
This person has been waiting on the WhatsApp from where there has been. Roger, good morning.
Yeah, Sheriff Abu, how you doing?
I'm fine, man. Let's hear you.
Yeah, man, I'm watching you go live here, so I see what Giga is doing. Your friend Giga is doing. Calling me on the line, doing I really enjoy your show this morning. But you see, that one thing I want to tell you, Abu, you see, if the Liberians do not go on the street, this paper will continue to violate the law every day. Every day. He had tested it already. He had tested it from the first time. Nobody go on the street.
But the thing about the street, right? We do not live in a safe society right now. There is no protection. The government is not guaranteeing protection for anybody.
this paper is taking us to Venezuela.
Okay.
It's taking to Venezuela because you imagine the same attitude this paper is behaving is the same thing Maduro is behaving in
Nicolas Maduro.
Maduro, the same thing, the same idea, the same attitude. Now, he fired this woman from the Election Commission. Because that one she has gone already. Because indefinite, that woman has gone already. There is no law to say that you have to suspend somebody indefinite. They say you can able to remove the person. But now that woman has gone already. Then he will bring in person own man or own person and put it there. This paper has started already campaign for 2029. You people are not seeing this thing. You people are just talking. Talking cannot solve this problem. A talking system cannot solve this problem. We have to get on the street. We have to demonstrate every day. Because if not, the first one we did, when the Chilean police come and beat the people,
they will kill our people. So we don't want our people to get in the street. So let's talk.
Okay,
the government is supposed to assure protection for peaceful protesters, but this government is threatening to kill them.
They will get tired. They will talk and get tired. Now they have gone to the information minister, insulting the poor journalist board. A poor journalist. Insulting him already.
Okay.
Let's talk to this person. Morning. Morning.
Something like bro.
Okay.
Yeah, hey guys, this is Isaac Hussein, first speaker, son of KOK.
Isaac, go ahead.
I'm joining you guys this morning for Lagos District number 14.
Go ahead.
I want to say thank you to President for the conversation. But you guys, over time, I will make President Boga understand that Lagos is for Nigerians. The weekend, Mr. Boga talk about a chapter building. He the one has the weekend. He's the minister. You who have appointed in government today, they are the weekends. So we have seen how they engage journalists and peaceful Nigerians in this country. Because Boga need to understand that this country is for all of us as Nigerians, and we saw what he did at yesterday. When he hit people, he suspended people for trying definitely up to today. Party owner is sitting over there and making a lot of money. Today is going to the National Election Commission. I think for me, as a partisan thinking, she deserves it. But as a nationalistic thinking, she does not deserve it because that position is a position of telling. The Boga should understand that we have laws in this country that govern this country. If the Boga see that he's going to go after people because someone you want to return the presidency or because of the by-election in the country, we as Nigerians are not going to allow the Boga to understand that the law that governs
Okay, so hey guys, just hold on 1 minute. You know, when Baka wanted to be president, he told us that the opportunity I had as vice president in this country for 12 years, I must be honest and sincere to you, we squander opportunities. Give me a chance. Let me come and make things better. Is this what we are seeing? Listen to Baka right here small, then we'll continue with the course. While we are doing this, please continue your cash giveaway.
Our government did well. We built roads, we did a lot of good things. But I'm saying that we could have done better. We could have done a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
With the first female president of Africa, you are
expressing disappointment.
She was the darling of the world.
Yeah, and she did not do
whatever you do in life, you have good, better, and best. You have to admit, and the president herself will be the first to admit that there were a lot of things we could have accomplished that we didn't accomplish. And there were opportunities. One of those opportunities I talk about is that we pay tuitions for students, for young people coming out of the war. We have been aggressive enough to put into place good vocational training, good programs, would have dislodged most of those young people that followed. Would have made them better youth for today. When Nancy Pelosi came here and said, Ellie, you lit the world with light Liberia, I will make up with electricity here. There are things that we could have done better. The first 6 years, we did very well. But see, later on, there was a decline. There was a decline in many of the things that we could have done. So I'm just saying that we miss opportunities. And I have said it in cabinet when they used to talk about donor fatigue. Donor fatigue. One should always know that when you are bereaved and people go to sympathize with you, they're not going to be with you forever. Take advantage of the time there, make the maximum use.
Okay,
so you hear the people that talking like he's somebody who is very crooked. Just listen to him. Just listen to that last illustration he gave.
Listen to that. The corrupted version of Baka is Buke. So
when you are bereaved and people go to sympathize with you, they're not going to be with you forever. Take advantage of the time there, make the maximum use.
So in essence, the 6 years will not be here forever. Do what I'm able to do and make the maximum use of the time that I get. After it, I'm done.
So this was, for the most part, an admittance to regret of not doing the things that you're supposed to do for the country and pleading with the citizens to give you a chance to come and correct these. Folks, Liberians, is it being corrected or Mr. Bonga is continuing in squander? 0776 104 104 086 500 104. 11 minutes to go, right?
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk to this person. *799 *70 hash. Morning.
Hello. Yeah, morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the original political 12 in Popular Liberia. Yeah. You know, Abu.
Political what?
Original political 12.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, Abu, the Waka government will not respect rule of law in this country. You know, I listen to, I know, not to know the constitution you're
putting. And I many Kalau, Kalau that Leko. Oh, Salam Hussein. Because Kalau that Leko,
you know, Waka, who don't even understand the constitution of the Republic of Liberia. Who are, there's no democratic country that has to figure the horse. Because the election in Nima County is coming. He's trying to play with the constitution of Liberia until they know the constitution. But I understand the rule of law. You don't know it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's talk to this person.
Baga does not know the constitution.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, you guys.
Go ahead.
Baga knows it. Baga is deliberately violating.
So let me appreciate you guys for the program. And my name is Ishmael Kamara. I call you guys this morning from Painesville. You know, Abu, what is happening in our country is appalling. So it's heartening to see that even the press, there's no free press now in our country under the experienced government. And as you can see, you hear you say, I don't know whether the maximum use is made measure of the time. Is it the maximum use of the time that he's making now? Is he making the correction that he told the people that is squandered? They have opportunity, but it's squandered. Which of course, they were only trying to shift the blame on the president at the time because he did not have much to do. But now he has the opportunity to correct those mistakes. Is he correcting those mistakes?
Is he
looking back? Is he looking back to some of those mistakes that according to him, President or Johnny Service had? But why is happening now? Like Jeremy Pierre tried to arrogantly speak to the media. He tried to even insult or pull young man who he thinks, he's more than.
The man are not poor man. He's a humble reporter. Thank you very much. Right? Thank you very much, my friend.
Let's talk to this person.
Yeah, Mr. Sando, former Assistant Minister Jura Sando. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning, and good morning to Heka Gonda.
Morning, Chief.
And good morning, and thank you for the recognition. Abu, I'm getting afraid on a daily basis. Our country is going down the drain. Our religious leader, let me start with National Muslim Council because I'm a Muslim. Where are the members and officials of National Muslim Council? This could not be the day of the late Sheikh of Makone. He will always come and speak to the power.
Mm-hmm.
The things Omen Boaka and her government are doing, when it backfires, not only they alone will suffer. I'm an elderly person, I have children, I care for their future.
Mm-hmm.
Ome Bwaka is proceeding wrongly. Any government that does not respect the rule of law, that government has come to damage the country. Councillor Jawan Konglo said, any political activity that is not guided by the law, that complete cancerism right there. Ome Bwaka has gone and affected the chairperson of NEC. NEC is the only place we can go for redress. What do I mean? If our leaders do not do well, redress means we remove them through our electoral power.
In politics, they call it the stick and carrot theory.
Now, Bwaka has gone and told NEC directly, be afraid of me. Anybody that wants them to win, if the person do not win, the election commission members are no more respected by me. No, since almost 24 hours, I have not heard a single statement from any religious leader. When things go haywire, they want to come and quote the Bible and the Quran verses. It is time to put start to A. The government of Liberia has 5 more years by law. But if they think they can use that 5 more years to abuse the people, to do what it is right and it's wrong, the people of Liberia will not sit to work for that 5 more years. That didn't take from other countries. Popular people uprising does not start on a single day. It starts as a result of many errors by the incumbent. So the government of Liberia is not proceeding wrongly. It's proceeding wrongly. Ma Ellen kept the peace. President Weah kept the peace. In less than 1 year, Ome Bwaka has shown that he's inept. He has shown that he has come to destroy everything that's happening. And when it happens, we all will suffer together. It's about time to tell Ome Bwaka, stop what you are doing, respect the law. If you can't respect the law, the people will not respect the government. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, so that was.
Let's talk to this person. Morning.
Phil.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Morning.
This is Abraham Kapau Sheriff, and I call you from Central Monrovia, member of the chairman of Citizen Signature Movement for Accountable Governance. Well, Abu, the president is dangerously crossing the red line. You know, the red line is a systemic observational line that everyone observing. That is, that the president cannot go to the National Election Commission and just, you know, and just suspend the delay for time indefinite. We are looking at that carefully, and we are sitting down in our numbers. We are not calling on the radio. I'm just saying this. This is my first time calling on this radio. But I'm just saying this. I'm just sharing a caveat that many are watching and they are not calling on the radio. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Let's
very
talk
much.
to this person. Finally, morning. Go ahead. Chief, you gotta go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Abu, for your topic this morning. But one thing I want to say is that all the things this government has been doing in the kingdom of power, they have been trying the temple of the people of this republic. They've been putting us to against the war. And when somebody puts you against the war, where do you have to go? You can't go in the war. Then people have to come back on them because they cannot get freedom on silver platter. Nowhere around the world. You want to be the Indira Gandhi or Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela who want to stay for 27 years. Now white people they were fighting, they were not fighting black people. They will say nobody will go in the street.
Okay.
2029.
All right, thank you very much. Right. So let's hear a bit from Brother Stanton. Brother Stanton Waterspoon. Y'all listen to the
man. A lot of stuff to discuss. And listen, I don't worry when people running around talking tabata. No. They're not my mate. I don't worry about them. I fed them, I clothe them, so I don't worry about them. They are like my children. I take care of them. So I can't get rid of my children. I can't. Because I'm feeding you. I pay your school fee. I pay your rent. I put clothes on you. So why should I get mad at you? So I can't get rid with them. I can't. The one of people I got to insult to that you're the Liberian people. So when all the other cockroaches running around, I take care of them, they will be just fine. So welcome to the show, folks.
Okay, so we have 2 minutes. Can we take 2 calls in 2 minutes and call it a day?
Let's talk to this first
Said
person. Morning.
what we have to say.
Yeah, good morning.
You live? You live? Go ahead.
Yeah. This morning, the man playing my sponsor pay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know on the election commissioner and bidding that was ready the independent election commission. The word is independent. I think you say I think this one election, I think we just have to the election and win election. But the government need to be independent. So these are what don't institutions.
But the independent is under threat right now because the president is proceeding.
So how you will say, oh, because it's the election commission, if you can point, but that got to be independent. Because if you put someone that working the way of pressure, you already know.
Okay. All right. Folks, all right. Thank you very much. I think we can hold it there. Here, we have to go home. How do you leave us?
Be here on tomorrow. So there is absolutely no good in saying goodbye. So I don't say goodbye. But it's okay. We'll be here on tomorrow.
This is the Freedom Money Rise. This is the People Station. This is where we discuss the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. This is how we wind the curtains on the Thursday morning edition of the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. And of course, let's see what. Until we meet you tomorrow, that one I hear I won't be here. I'm gonna be here on Monday, along with my man Higa, my main man, and we're gonna be digging inside. I trust us. Do have yourself a wonderful time from the nation's capital in Monrovia. Bye bye.